Welcome back, my name is Kree and on my channel I do hair and makeup. In this video I'm going to be doing a frontal install. The frontal is already plucked and customized. If you want to see how I do that, I'm going to link in the description bar below a video of how to do that. But in this video I'm going to be doing a frontal install with a ninja bun at the back. It's going to be a side part, so right now what I've done is parted her hair into sections and I'm slicking her hair down, just so it's really slick underneath the frontal. Her hair is permed, but her roots are not permed. So it basically helps, even if your hair is natural, when you section your hair and you slick it down section by section, you will see the difference if you just slick down your hair all in one. So do try that. All the products in this video will be listed down in the description bar below, so please do check that out after the video. Just a disclaimer, my finger on my left hand, the nail is black. It is hair dye, just in case anyone's seen that and wanted to ask what it was or whatever. It's hair dye. The glove split and that's what happened. Right, let's get into the video. Once you have finished slicking down her hair, you want to take some rubbing alcohol and you want to get rid of all the oils and the makeup that might be on her skin, because when you stick anything down on top of oils or any product, you will have lifting from the frontal and we don't want to have lifting. You're going to take some Bold Hold, whatever glue your preference is. I'm using Bold Hold today, and you're going to just spread it out on the space where you'll be sticking down the frontal. I then use a comb to spread it out. You can use like a little spatula, anything. People sometimes even use brushes, it doesn't really matter, but you don't want to use your finger because the oils in your finger will then create a white, I can't even explain it, but it just doesn't, you don't want to use your finger, basically, end of Once you have done both of your coats of Bold Hold or whatever you are using, you're then going to line up the frontal onto your client's head or your head. As you can see, I don't push it down straight away. I'm kind of just putting it on there, lining up by the ears, make sure it's on her forehead properly. She does like to have her frontal a little bit forward than most people, but that's absolutely fine. She has asked for that. So if you are thinking, how come it's so far forward or whatever, you don't really want to have your frontal on your baby hairs either, because once you take it off, it will take off your baby hairs. But yeah, so I line it up with my hand first, and then I'm going to take a comb and I'm going to push it in. When you get your comb, you want to make sure you hold the front of the lace and push the comb down so that the lace is pushing into the glue, and you want to do this from ear to ear around the whole front of her head. Once it's all pressed down, I'm going to take some elastic and I'm going to tie down the edges. I normally leave this on, and you can normally, if you was having your hair down, you can style your hair whilst this is just sitting on the edges. But because I'm doing a ponytail, I need it to be stuck enough, so I'm going to leave it on for a little while beforehand. I think my camera even died at one part here, so that's probably why it took so long, like 20 minutes. But yeah. So now the 20 minutes is done, I'm going to take it off and we're going to cut the lace. Now, you can cut it with scissors, a razor, anything that you feel comfortable, but you just have to make sure that the edge that you are cutting is not a straight line, because you will, if it was a straight line, you'll be able to see the straight line. So yeah, I basically change the scissors round and I'm basically cutting. You know, if you was to cut an angle, it gives you a jagged edge. Jagged edge. Anyway, it gives you a jagged edge, so you don't really need to do much. Like if you just keep, you see how I'm cutting? Keep cutting at that angle and it will give you a jagged edge. Once you have finished doing that, you're going to cut around the ears. People generally think this part is hard, and it's really, really straightforward. You take a comb and you part from the bottom of the ear to the top of the ear. You then want to clip the hair out of the way, and that is the parting where you're going to cut. You're going to repeat this step for the other side as well. Sometimes when you do a frontal ponytail, you sometimes need to take a little bit extra off the back, like at the top of the ear, sorry. You need to take a little bit extra because it will sometimes form a little lump when you're slicking down the hair at the top. So do bear that in mind. Once I have done that, I'm then going to take the glue and stick down any flaps that might still be up from where it didn't stick when I cut the lace. And yeah, spread it out. Repeat the same process that we did when we originally stuck down the lace. So as you know, we are doing a side part. In this video, I did not use a wig cap at all. For this hairstyle, you do not need a wig cap. Because we're doing a side part and I had already slicked her hair underneath in a slide part, you're going to use her scalp as the wig cap, if you get what I mean. We're going to line up the line that we were doing the side part with her line underneath that we done with her raw hair, and you can basically see her scalp through the net, through the lace. So you don't need a wig cap. I basically put on foam as well, so that I can just literally mold her hair. This is not how we're going to slick her hair. I'm going to slick her hair with gel, but I'm basically getting the foam so we can just put the hair in place, ready for the gel. I've gone ahead and I've sectioned out the top of her hair, just so we know where we're going to be slicking down. Basically, it's easier when you take a section of the hair and put it to the side, slick the rest of the hair down and then do your side part, rather than do it beforehand with all of it. It just won't, when you do things in sections, things come out better. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm now going to take some Got2b glue gel and start slicking down her hair. I'm not going to talk through this part because I don't feel like I need to talk through this part, because you're basically just watching me slick down hair. But I will be taking off the band and we'll be slicking it down properly. Just watch the steps and yeah. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I like to have a little bit of baby hair somewhere. So I've just cut a little bit of hair on the sides, and I'm just going to swoop. And yeah, I do like to have the sideburns. So I've got the sideburns out, and I'm going to curl that later. I don't think I showed it though. But yeah, let's move on to the ponytail. So I'm using impression, sorry, and I've plucked the ends, and then I've basically broke it in half. I'm using the method that everybody always uses, where you put it, basically you can see what I'm doing. I don't really need to say it. But yeah, I did try out using the whole full packet, and it was a bit too big. So then I used just half the packet, and I feel like that's much better. So when you do use it and you do the ninja bun, use half the packet instead. I'm going to start rolling and start turning. How do I explain what I'm doing? I don't know. But yeah, you can see what I'm doing. Roll, turn, and I'm not doing it tightly. Don't do it tightly, because then it'll be too tight, and then you'd have to start again, probably get a headache. But yeah, you don't really need to put a hairband in this, but if you want to make it feel more secure, then you can. But this is the end of my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, you liked it, you learned a thing or two, and please subscribe if you want more videos like this. Thank you for watching.